Hello and welcome to the Armchair Sessions with LKMusic. I am Laura and today I'm joined by Ant and Dan from Reaper.
What it is?
That is us.
That is, yeah.
Both of us.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That is you.
Nice one for inviting us, by the way.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Brand new venture. I might as well.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Take it hello. Probably one of the longest standing bands in
Liverpool.
Yeah, actually, I think it is.
Probably,
Maybe
yeah.
with exceptions to signed artists. Yeah, I think the only other one would be Oceanus and Deified.
Yeah,
and I think they
Oceanus,
started
definitely.
like 2014, 2015. I'm not sure. My lineage for that's bad.
I just know we've been going for like 10 years, 11 years.
Yeah, you hit
Yeah,
10 10 years since your first gig, I think.
Yeah, but we're going to call it 9 because 2020 didn't exist.
Well, that's true. Yeah, okay, we'll go there.
Yeah.
So how's Reaper doing? How have you been?
We're doing all right, besides wanting to kill each other.
Yeah. Just grafting for the most part.
Yeah, man, we're doing fine. At the moment, we're just kind of getting things planned for the next few shows that we've got coming up because we finally have them again. And the last two went super well too. So, we're doing all right. Working on the next major project that shall not be named. But we've got some cool stuff coming through. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So next project can't be named. Shall we go back in time then and talk about first project?
Aye.
Oh, God.
Many moons ago.
Let's do it. Yeah, sure.
Bit of a flashback there for you. Was it Birth of Chaos?
Yes, it was.
Your first project.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a long time. When was that released? Birth of Chaos?
Was it 2017 or 18?
2018. It was May 5th, 2018, because we did Stave. That was the album launch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
that album took a long time to record, to be fair.
Oh my God. Yeah, it did. So, songs as old as 2011
11, yeah.
that are on that disc. So by the time it was released, there were songs on that were 6 or 7 years old.
Wow.
Which is pretty nuts. A lot of it was written as teenagers. And it's I would describe Birth of Chaos as, I don't know whether or not you agree, man, but I would personally describe Birth of Chaos as a solid start, but it's an album with an EP's presentation.
Yeah. Well, it was mixed by me and you, so yeah.
Yeah, we literally, no joke. Me and Anthony, when we were coming to mix this, actually, the way we do it is we'd go, right, what days are you free this week? This. All right, I'm coming to yours at 8 p.m. We'll grab some food, hang out, and then from 10 p.m. until 7 a.m. we mix.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's some late nights.
Yeah, no, we did that from February through to April with almost no mixing.
We would see the morning, daylight, which was quite surreal.
Yeah, we'd literally see sunrise as we were finishing.
Wow.
So we barely slept through those 2 months and we just got it done because the amount of time it took for us to finally get something together for
and
it.
You would have been studying at the same time as well. Were you studying something at the same time as well?
Yeah, I was in my final year of university. So that's when I was arranging and organising for a small orchestra to play both that Equinox set and my solo set of a future album. So I had that going on and we were mixing that at the same time.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on.
It was.
Dave was sick though. I think we should do something like that again.
Oh, we'd love to. We would really like to do that again.
I agree.
Yes, that would be so
Yeah.
But yeah, when it came to BOC, a lot of those songs were kind of amalgamated over the course of a few years. The main lineup for that was Pete Cattle and Matt Pruden, and prior to that was Adam Toomey, who was the original drummer. We did War-Torn, Sixth Circle of Hell, and Area 51, and bits of World at Redemption with that lineup. And then we had Pete and Matt who finished that off, and also had mild or minor contributions to the disc that would come after the disc that's coming up. So yeah, there's a lot of like really weird like timeline lineage with regards to our actual music.
Yeah, that is true. Album, 3 is now album 4.
Yeah.
Because we made Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah.
We didn't expect to make.
No. So the original plan was Birth of Chaos and then this disc, and now it's Birth of Chaos, then random album made in the middle of a pandemic, then next project, and then album 3, which is now album 4, which was meant to be album 2. Keep up, there'll be a test at the end.
So you went, there was a couple of years down in between, Birth of Chaos and Stranger Than Fiction, which I'll imagine there are lots of lineup changes and
yeah, quite a few.
Things like that happened.
Pretty much all of, there was only one major lineup change prior to 2018, which I think was in 2016 when we parted with Matt and brought in Kane.
Yeah.
And then from there until 2018, it was Kane, Peter, myself, and Ant, which was, a pretty tumultuous time for the four of us. A lot of us were going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, mentally, I think.
Yeah,
we all went in a good place.
Yeah, it was a rough time. We were just trying to figure stuff out because like I just moved house to the top of Southport and just did not enjoy my time trying to figure out things that were going on there. And all of us were trying to finish up college or find jobs or just do something. And trying to find time between the four of us without butting heads really badly was just a lot. And we just put a lot of pressure onto ourselves. And trying to find engineers to do BOC was a nightmare. We were originally going to do it with Tim Cunningham from Attic Theory, actually, but then he had his baby Tabitha, and he just got super waylaid, having to sort out family things. Then we tried to do it ourselves, and Pete got waylaid with things, and I got waylaid with things, and everyone just kept circling it around until eventually we were just like, right, let's just get everything onto this hard drive, give it to us two, and because we're the closest, we'll meet up, graft on this for 2.5 months, and what comes out, comes out.
Yeah, wow.
This is literally, we had to.
Big journey.
Yeah, we did. Because we spent way too long on it.
We tried for about 3.5 years to record that, and it came out the way that it did, which I think is why when we came to do Stranger, we attacked it in a very, very sort of, right, no, this one's to be done right.
Properly.
Yeah, for sure. Which is mad considering the time frame.
Yeah, because we basically did that in a couple months.
Yeah. All of Stranger Than Fiction was written, recorded, engineered, mastered, and finished within the course of about 5 months.
That's not a long time.
No.
That is not a long time.
In comparison to Birth of Chaos, that album had songs that are about 6 or 7 years old on there and took 3 years to properly get together and release. Stranger had one song that was written the year before, and everything else was written, recorded, and done the whole shebang over the course of about 4 to 5 months, and all self-engineered until we gave everything off to David Dyson and Loic Gayard, who cooperated.
Yeah, because the whole thing was done in lockdown as well, so it was like you couldn't. So when was the first time that you guys managed to get together and play songs from Stranger Than Fiction, like as a full band?
Wasn't it this year?
Yeah, beginning of this year.
Wow.
We didn't have not true actually, because Sigil was done in 2019. It was done towards the end of 2019, and we had written that. Because of that, when we came to do that tune, we had all played that quite a bit. The remaining songs, it took us basically for all four of us to play them together as a unit. The first time we played them, I think, was at the beginning of the year, and we only did like a few songs. The first time we played them all the way through, with the exception of Walk the Sky, was actually after the filming for the Titan music video.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
we nailed that practice though. That was sick.
It was. We had 2 practices before our first gig in 1.5 years. It was bloody terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, like, put it this way, like, it was a really weird thing for us because we've talked about this a couple of times, but Ant was a key worker, so you had like almost no time to get your things together for this disc, and you still managed to pull it together and write with us.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
That was very difficult, but
yeah. We were just like, no, we need this to happen, because me and Anthony, until Flight, had never written a song together.
Oh wow.
Like, sat down and written a song anyway. Like, we've collaborated, but we've never like, let's sit down and write a song.
We've never directly worked together on a tune before.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind,
is the first.
Yeah, and bear in mind as well, like 8 or 9 of the tracks from disc 4 now. It's really weird to say. 7 or 8 of the tracks, possibly even 9 of the tracks from that disc were already written at that point as well. So we had about 16, 17 songs and 8 or 9 years of working together as musicians, and we never sat down to directly write a song together. And we're like, this is the album where that happens. And we did Flight in a night.
In one night, yeah.
Yeah, lyrics and all,
yeah.
And obviously you've done the version of Flight with Emma from DACARA as well.
Cool version. I really enjoy that version.
Love Emma's voice on that. The chorus in it is like haunting. It's so good. Emma's also my vocal coach, and she is extraordinarily good. Emma's a fantastic dude. Love you, man. But yeah, it was a really weird time. Like, timeline, this band is bizarre.
Yeah, it's I haven't been involved in the same rock and metal and alternative scene for a very long time. I think how many times have I said to you, like, I have no idea like how you stayed together.
Literally just the two of us just know we want it.
Yeah, it's true. You gotta just graft.
A lot of the basis for Reaper kind of starts at the fact that me and Anthony have known each other literally as far back as we can remember. We met in primary school and reception.
Yeah.
So like we've known each other since we were 4. We found music at the same time. We found guitar at the same time. We found all of the songs that we love at the same time. And literally, like most of the reason why me and Anthony became like a big mainstay of like the guitar parts of Reaper is down to the fact that me and Anthony, as soon as like the weekend came around, he'd come to ours, we'd go up to the loft and we'd basically just play Metallica songs for literally about 4 to 5 hours
On end,
straight,
yeah.
no stopping, just constant playing. So we used to be up there just playing on these crappy little combo amplifiers and these old Fender like rip-offs, and we just learned everything.
Every song by Metallica, pretty much the discography.
Yeah. We could probably play, I don't know, I mean, I think you and I could probably still play the entirety of Master of Puppets top to bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to test you on that one day.
That's it.
That's a pretty cool idea for a gig, dude.
I'm going to test you on that one day. Definitely.
But yeah, it's that's how a lot of that stuff came together. It's just down to the fact that me and Anthony we love this to pieces, and it's relentless. So even if it didn't take off within those 10 years or actually like looked like it was a viable option, we'd still do it just because we knew we cared about it.
I wouldn't know what to do without it.
No,
honestly.
Tim.
So
Yeah, absolutely not.
And you guys have been together, so you've done 10 years-ish. You two basically being the core and only original members of Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
How have you felt about watching the, especially Liverpool music scene, change the way it has seemed to have changed when it comes to the alt part of that?
It's very strange.
yeah, it's very bizarre.
Do you want to talk?
We've seen a lot of like old bands. What do you want to talk about?
I was just going to say, do you want to talk about the Reaper curse?
Oh yeah, go for it.
We are like, I don't want any bands to get put off by us saying this, but what I will say is all Liverpool bands that have been like on the up and had like a first main release, they get us on to do like a support because we're a band that's like reliable to play like in city shows and bring a decent amount of people. Whenever they bring us onto one of those launches, it's only like a couple years after that and that band just dies, dude. It's happened every time. It's really scary.
Shout outs to Blavera, shout outs to Exile.
Shout outs to Rain May Fall. Oh my God.
This goes on, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine that's happened for a while.
No. Because obviously, I mean, you know, we don't really play Liverpool anymore. Because what's really funny about Liverpool is there's so many fantastic musicians, but there's not a massive crowd. So whenever you play shows, most of the people there are like comprised of predominantly local acts coming to see other local acts.
Absolutely.
It's a proper melting pot. It's really strange. It's like the best scene to be a musician in, but the worst scene to be a band in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really bizarre.
Because like Liverpool has such a history as a creative and art city and music and all that kind of stuff. So it's weird to think like that it's not as much anymore, and there's no one coming to gigs, and there's no.
For sure, but again, I think a lot of those artists, those sorts of artistic directions came a lot more from the sort of indie and Brit rock scenes. So for us, it's a very kind of difficult like mold to break. And we're really fortunate to have the fans that we do around here. That and, you know, bands like Loathe coming out. They got reviewed by like Anthony Fantano.
Yeah. That was surprising.
So bands like that are coming out of here, and, you know, I feel like metalcore does relatively well here, but the problem for us is creatively, we're a really weird mix of dad rock, thrash, and progressive metal. Mm-hmm. And it's there's the three things that I love listening to and what me and Anthony spend a lot of time like listening to. But I mean, now it's just
a little bit all over the place now, like.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it really hard finding like, because you're not like just one genre, so I imagine finding like bands like, you're really lucky to have bands like Raised by Wolves and the others who kind of, I suppose, work with your genre. Whatever that may be.
Yeah.
It's a progressive-y kind of route that we're taking now.
Yeah.
We started out as thrash, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the main core for us is we're just a metal band, but our main kind of push-outs are the technical elements and the sort of performative elements of like progressive metal, but like the aggression and the speed and the intensity of thrash and things. Which is weird because if you say progressive thrash, we are not that at all.
No.
But we are very much a metal band that plays lots of progressive and thrash music, which is weird because you can't really amalgamate those three things. But I mean, to be honest with you, the only reason we do that is for marketing. None of us really care.
About genre, no.
No, not really.
Just a band that plays music.
Yep.
Which is like the best way, I suppose, to be.
Yeah.
Because there's so many bands that are so alike.
Yeah, I think bands that are alike aren't necessarily the thing for me. It's more to do with their actual catalogs. With Raised by Wolves, they went through such a massive metamorphosis as like artists. They started off with what sounded like, effectively like indie rock bands and such, which was very strange to hear in comparison to what they do now, which is borderline like Rage Against the Machine almost. Like they go proper heavy in, or like there's little moments where you can hear like, Marmoset influences, you can hear influences from like Royal Blood and all those other bands, but like there's a genuine like super like alt metal core to them, which is so different from what we heard them doing when we first saw them. And it's like, that massive comparison and that kind of progression in catalog, I think is more important than being stuck in kind of like the same place whenever you're working on anything creatively, which is the way Stranger turned out. So for us, honestly, genre is literally just for marketing. We don't really care.
Yeah, so you would have had a really difficult time, like, in regards to marketing for Stranger Than Fiction. And I know that you do Twitch streams.
Yep.
Take the floor.
Thank you. Yeah, Twitch was a weird one to begin with, and then it just became like more of like a really fun thing for us to do. Because I remember back when we used to do the Minecraft streams.
Yeah, we did the Minecraft streams for a while. I remember for a while you, for the most part, because of the lockdown and stuff, you held charge of doing some stuff because you did the Pokemon streams and stuff.
Yeah, dude, they were so much fun. We'll definitely do another Nuzlocke for sure. That was a lot of fun. And Nuzlocke's just hardcore Pokemon for anyone who's not a complete nerd watching at home, which is all of you.
But I'm excited for all the stuff that we're doing recently with Mario Party. Tune in.
So how'd that go?
We get to see Dan suffer.
You got to see me suffer past tense. That's not happening again.
We'll continue to see Dan suffer.
That first Mario Party stream was a train wreck. It was horrendous. Like, it went fine. We had a lot of tech issues at the beginning because it was the first time we were doing it. So you'd expect it because it's the first time we work with a graphics card, or not a graphics card, sorry, a capture card, and with all sorts of other things. And eventually we got it right. And I made the really awful decision of bringing in David Dyson from DACARA to do it. Who, for those who don't know, David's a little gremlin baby.
Shout out to David Dyson, you legend.
He is a little horror, and his entire life is just chaotic neutral. And I mean, I love him to bits, but I can't stand him when I'm playing games with him because his entire objective is just, hey, Dan's here, that's funny. Let's ruin him for an hour and a half. Except this one was 3.5 hours long of him going, I'm going to sabotage you specifically. For those who don't know how Mario Party works, it's effectively Monopoly with Mario characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of RNG, and according to David Dyson, RNG is a skill.
It's not. It's
a skill, man. He's got it on lock.
Being a nightmare is a skill, and he's very good at it. But yeah, he basically spent the entirety of the first one. He was like, I'm going to make the first stream just like, I'm going to make it absolute certain that Dan loses. And then I'm just going to pit him against whoever's third towards the end. Like some Lord of the Flies scenario.
I think you're still yet to record that little segment that you promised people as well.
Which was that?
To dress up in like a pink...
Oh, God. Yeah, there was a forfeit. So I need to dress up in a Pikachu onesie.
Oh, Pikachu onesie, that's it.
And I've got there's this stupid meme where this guy pops up in the camera and he goes, you just got coconut mauled. And it's just the theme from Coconut Mall from Mario Kart Wii. And I promised whoever came last would have to do that and post it onto a YouTube channel somewhere. So before I release any music, I guess you've seen that.
Link in bio.
Yeah. Can't wait for that to circulate
Link in
around
the description.
Twitter. Probably not. But
it'll go viral. This will be the one thing. This will be the best marketing tool that Reaper will ever have. You just going viral in a Pikachu.
Yeah, because of David Dyson forcing me to come fourth place in a game of Mario Party.
This would be it. This is. I'm feeling it.
God, he's a little. Like he's. I just don't know. I don't
know.
He's a
legend.
He's a nightmare. But yeah, he is great. He is fantastic. Yeah, so we've got plans to do that in future as well, and we raised money for charity with those streams too. So if anyone does genuinely want to tune in, they'll be towards the end of each month now for like the next 12 months, and we're going to be doing each Mario Party progressively. And Laura is going to be in the next one, provided Waluigi's in it, because she's adamant she wants to play Waluigi.
I suppose everyone will expect me to be Peach because I am woman.
I mean, you don't have to.
I'd rather be Waluigi.
I'd really like to see you play Donkey Kong. I don't know why, but I'm really down for that.
Oh no, I don't know. I'll message Ryan and be like, is
the
Waluigi
is the purple boy?
Is the
I'll have to find
purple
out.
boy in the game? That was ASMR. Kells is over there editing, and he's just like,
honestly,
purple boy.
Shout out to Kells, by the way. Doing all the hard work.
Well, every now and again, whenever we just name dropping, it's just like, shout out to them, they're sick.
Too right. People don't get the props that they deserve, I feel like.
No, absolutely not.
Working behind the scenes is difficult.
For sure.
and again, I mean, all your links will be in the description of this interview anyway. Every single link.
Yeah.
Everything that Reaper do. Your Twitch, your Patreon, which we'll talk about now.
Yep.
Your Facebooks, your YouTubes.
And by the time this is released, potentially the Titan music video as well.
Will be.
Yeah.
We are working with that. You've started a Patreon as well. Because I imagine that your big plans, you've got many big plans, and they are not cheap.
No.
Absolutely not.
They are
not.
You've started a Patreon. What's going on there?
So there's a lot of so there's effectively 4 different tiers, and for the summertime they're all basically like half price, and will just be elevated slightly when we come out of summer to tie in with new projects and things. But we've offered that basically everyone's like, what you're seeing on the site is 50% for the next 3 months and so on. And the thing is, there's so much that we do that we want to show other people, but there's not enough feasible time for us to do it unless we're able to kind of support ourselves financially. Yeah. So we want to offer these things to people who care enough about them, which is fortunately we had a decent start to it.
That's true, yeah. It's been good. It's been solid.
Yeah, we've had an alright lifetime to it. But yeah, we were hoping to launch that and do like at least semi-well enough. Unfortunately, we've got enough now that we can cover management, which is amazingly helpful. Thank you to everyone who's done that. But on there, effectively, there's 4 tiers. So your £1 tier is just basic, like, early access, behind the scenes stuff. Every now and again, you'll get a little bonus that all the other Patreons do. And you also, when we've got enough Patrons to warrant it, we'll be printing Patreon exclusive merchandise.
Buy merch.
Buy merch at purchasemerches.com.
Link in description.
Hell yeah, brother. The second tier is all of that, plus you get some merch discounts as well, if I remember correctly. I'll double check this in a bit, but I'll just make sure.
Discounts.
What, sorry?
I'm a gold.
Yeah,
Everyone. It's on gold, yeah.
Yeah.
So bronze, silver, gold, and diamond.
Yeah.
We call it Dan Rambles on.
Yeah. True. And then the £5 tier is basically you get access to the Discord, which gets you into our Patreon exclusive podcast as well. It gets you to see whatever secret projects that we're working on. You guys get to have a direct link to be able to speak to obviously band members, which at our size doesn't mean a great deal, but it does mean that you guys get to get a very close inside look to what we're doing that people on social media wouldn't get as close of. And then your diamond tier ones, we've offered people, anyone who comes to a show that's £5 or below in the UK, if you guys can make it to it, you just get it for free and we'll just pay for your entry. Because what we want more than anything is if people sign up to that diamond tier, if people want to just come to the shows, we get to bring a crowd, and obviously the promoter still gets paid, but in equal measure, they get all this other cool stuff on top of it with us. So we just want to make sure that we're looking after people, because we understand how much the pandemic has hit folks, and we understand that as a local band, we need to push out a lot. We need to puff our chest out a lot to make sure that people can see what it is that we're doing. And we've got so many other passions other than just music.
Oh, yeah. Like Twitch and stuff.
Yeah.
Going on towards Twitch again.
Yeah. But there's just loads of stuff to do.
There's a lot of stuff. I think the podcast is really cool. Getting people more aware on mental health and stuff, especially today.
Yeah, for sure.
Is really important. I think just doing so many different things to make the world just better.
Just a little easier.
Considering how difficult 2020 was.
Yeah. A lot of it for us is just, we're well aware that we're a small band in Liverpool that makes stupid nerd music for people who really likes like really heavy things. And that's perfectly fine. Again, our objective is very much, we take the music seriously and everything else is just good fun for us.
I think that's the main thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Just want everyone else to have a laugh with us.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's just, the world's tough, man. And it's just a lot. And, sometimes people just want to come home and just not have to worry about like spending 30 to 40 minutes scrolling on the TV that they spend stupid amounts of money on. scrolling for stuff that they don't care about watching. We're like, hey, if you guys just want to come and chat with us and hang out and have a nice little safe space to just come and chill and chat away with us and hang out, like, we're here. You know what I mean? We are very open people. All four of us are. And as a result, it's like, when we're very direct with that kind of audience, we just want to have something to show for it. And we want other people to just enjoy themselves as much as they can.
And hopefully it'll be worth it in the long run as well when projects are released and you've got a big audience for them already.
And we can actually eat.
Projects you can actually eat.
Yeah.
You won't starve.
Because we're all broke.
We are very
So please
broke.
buy merch at purchasemerches.com.
Yeah.
Link in the description below.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be sick. The thing that I'm most excited is we're very, very close to having the final. By the time this is out, everyone will have seen it. But we're very, very close from when we're recording this to having the video completely finished and edited. So there's a good chance that Patreons will be able to just see that straight away.
So it will be at the end of this interview anyway, which is very exciting because obviously you'll have just released it by the time this goes out. And thank you anyway. I'm happy to end it here.
Thanks, man. Thank you for having us.
No problem. And I'll see you guys again soon, no doubt.
You will?
Absolutely, you will do.
Hope you guys enjoyed the Titan music video, by the way. A lot of work went into it that unfortunately went awry, but it looks sick.
It's true.
And Eric did an amazing job. So, yeah, thank you guys for having us, man.
Nice one.
Into Titan.
Dyson.